Hi, and welcome to my channel where we talk about healthy eating, fitness, therapy, and the next chapters of your life. Let's get started. Today, we'll be discussing healthier eating habits like food skills, protein, and counting calories. And yes, I know you've heard it time and time again. I honestly didn't know how much of an impact it would make until I started doing it step by step. Let's dive into a few things that I learned. I started with weighing some of my foods. I was automatically assuming that if something was packaged and it was portioned out already, that the calories that it said it was actually what it was in that bag. I was wrong. So when you actually weigh it and then read the label, it'll tell you, okay, there's 230 calories in this package if it weighs this much. So sometimes it's going to be over some, sometimes it's going to be short some, and that's fine. I always give myself grace of 50 calories over or under with each meal or just all together in a day. If I'm really counting the calories, I'm weighing it, I'm reading the nutritional values on the back. And before I would be like, oh, I just need to count the calories. That's all that matters. But yeah, when I started weighing my food, I realized I was able to see exactly what the portion sizes were, like I said, realistically. So buying a scale helped me track my calories and it made it a lot easier. I also downloaded a few apps, obviously, MyFitnessPal, my calorie counter. I did both of those just to help me stay on track like a food journal. I'm someone that would rather write stuff down than to keep it logged in on my phone. For some reason, that's just me. I've always liked to take notes or anything just handwritten. So what I like to do is I have a notepad with a magnet just stuck to my fridge, and every day I track down what I'm eating. Sometimes I don't even write what I eat because I already know. It's like a routine. I'll usually plan everything out in my head or I'll write it down in a book or I'll write it down in my fitness journal that I got. Just meal preps. And sometimes I'll write the calories in there. So if I'm in a hurry, obviously I jot it down and I know the next time I open that fridge for water, yogurt, anything, I see how many calories I've already consumed and it really helps me stay on track. So find something that works for you. It's not going to work for everyone, but that's just something that I do. Now, with getting a scale, I am someone who can become a little obsessive about what I put into my body and the things that I do. So I did become a little obsessed with it. I was weighing everything, just everything. And that's good. That is good. But for people like me, when you become a little obsessive, you do need to know when to stop because it's not healthy if you're going overboard the way that I was counting every single calorie and I was only allowing myself to eat 1,200 calories a day. Which, if you've talked to your doctor and they've okayed it, that is fine. If that's something that you've gotten cleared, do that. I did not talk to my doctor and I upped my exercise, which means more calories out and less calories in really started to affect my health to the point to where I was foggy brained. I couldn't focus. I wasn't allowing myself rest days. So I'm a person that can become a little over obsessive about fitness, healthy eating, all of that. So for me, I have to really think about everything. If I become too obsessive, I have to remind myself it's time to take a break. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're doing more harm to your body and to your health and to your mental state by not pausing. Don't listen to those voices in your head that's just like, oh, you failed. You didn't. You tried something and it didn't work, and that's okay. You will try things that are not going to work, but that is okay. It does not mean that you failed. It means that your body can't do it that way. And there's nothing wrong with that. Stop Stop harming yourself. Stop thinking those negative things. When you put so much love into yourself and your body and your mind, your brain will thank you later. Your body will thank you later. You are going to be fine. Not everything is going to work. And sometimes it doesn't work because we didn't do it right. We didn't do it the right way. And that's okay to stop and restart. It's not failing. It's not. And it's not giving up. Giving up is when you say, okay, I didn't lose 2 pounds this week, so no, I'm not going to do it anymore. No, it's progress. You have to continue to work to get to where you need to be. You can't just say, I'll be there in a week, and if I'm not, I'm done. No, if you're too tired, too sleepy, talk to your doctor. I had to get blood work done, and I found out that I was being iron deficient. I started taking iron deficient pills, and I spoke to my doctor. I'm on set to get another blood test done to make sure that I'm okay. And after talking to him, getting my blood work done, and seeing I was completely healthy, that was the only thing that was wrong. But now I'm back on track. I'm slowly starting to, I've been always counting calories, but not as much as I was. I did have to put the scale away, and I'm slowly bringing it back out. But I also have to remind myself that I can't just, it's not my end all be all. And that is okay. I am my end all be all. My health is my end all be all. So it took me a long time to get there. It really did. I was always someone who would just listen to those inner thoughts and speak negatively to myself, and that's not good. So I have been working with a therapist, and we're on track to help me better understand myself. So, like I said, there's a few things I hope that you've learned from this so far. Talk to a doctor. It's okay. Get a health screen. Make sure that you're doing fine. Talk to them about the progress of losing weight. They're there for you. That's what they're there for. They can talk to you about the right things to do, the wrong things to do. They're there to help guide you, really. And then you can also talk to a therapist if you're someone like me who can become over obsessive, who listens to those bad voices in your head that tell you that you're not enough, because you are. And that's okay. It's okay to struggle, but it's also okay to get help. So, but we're going to go back to everything else. That's just a few things that I want to throw out there. Buy a scale, weigh your food, but do it the right way. Don't harm your body. Don't harm your thought process. Don't harm your mental health. Know when to calm down with it. But most of you probably aren't even like me. You can get that scale out and you'll be perfectly fine, and that's great. And I really hope that it helps. Now, protein. I know either you've heard women shouldn't have protein because they're going to bulk up, or you've heard the complete opposite of you should have protein, it's going to fill you. It is. It is going to fill you. I am actually a vegan, so I get my protein from different sources than some people. And let me tell you, I need protein. The benefits of protein is that it's going to keep you fuller longer. Something that I like to do is when I build my meals for the day or for the week, I pick a protein for each meal and I plan around that protein. So some people will pick a meal and throw everything in and then throw their protein in. I'm someone that I want to pick my protein first and then pick what goes good with it. I'm also someone that likes to snack. So when I eat protein, it really keeps me fuller longer and it stops the snacking in between meals. It doesn't stop it 100%, but I'm able to then go grab a yogurt. I can grab a protein bar, which will help me stay full until the next meal. There's a few other things that I'll particularly grab. Sometimes I'll even grab a salad or carrots or a cucumber. But for the most part, when you have the protein, it does keep you fuller longer. So if you're constantly snacking, you're constantly going for something, try to add a little bit more protein into each of those meals and see if that helps you. Also with the proteins, I like to add like a cup or two of vegetables with each protein. I'm lucky. I am someone who loves all sorts of vegetables, so I know that that's not for everyone. But I do know that having the vegetables with my protein, it really does help me a lot. It helps me eat healthier. It helps me stop the snacking. It helps me in between meals. But I do notice that if I have too little of protein and if I have too little of vegetables, then yeah, I'll start snacking. Another thing, I love water. So I am someone who can, I know, I'm lucky, I'm bragging right now. I am someone who can drink 96 ounces of water to 120 ounces of water a day. And I love water, and I'm fine with that. So I know that some people struggle, especially giving up sodas or coffee. I know it can be difficult. One thing that I do is I reward myself. So if I hit my target goal of water, which for me, it's easy, think of something else that works better for you. Maybe every 24 ounces of water that you drink, you can have one diet soda or one zero Gatorade, just one cup of coffee, just whatever it is. Try and work something out in your own system. I don't like drinking calories if I can help it, but I will say I cannot give up coffee. I love coffee. I love the taste of coffee. I worked at Starbucks. I love coffee. So for me, I cannot give up coffee. So I will do iced coffee and I'll do about 8 ounces. I'll add in my Starbucks. Um, I'll add in my Starbucks oat milk creamer. I don't add any other sugars or anything like that. It's literally just instant coffee, hot water, a little bit of creamer, and then I add some ice to mine. I love it. It's so good. But that's how I get my coffee in because I cannot not have coffee. So another thing for me is I love A&W. I love diet root beer. So what I'll do is at the end of each night, I will try and have one soda with dinner. Sometimes I'll have two throughout the day. But like I said, it works for me because I do drink a ton of water. So you'll find your own system. Do whatever you think is best for you, but try and get more water in. I don't buy A&W all of the time. I am pretty cheap, so I like to save my money. So sometimes I will just get $1, $2 Gatorade Zero. I'll get one of the bigger ones, and I'll kind of make that last a few days. That's just what I do. I'm hoping that some of these tips will help you along the way. So these are just a few of the tips that I would like to share with you guys, especially if you're starting out. These are just some things that you should think of. Some things that I've tried, if they work for me, if they don't work for me. I'm hoping that you guys can use this material to develop your own plan. Follow mine. That's fine. Whatever works for you. And just know that every body is different. Everyone is different, but every body is different as well. So whatever works for me might not work for you. You might hate vegetables. You might not like protein whatsoever. You might only want to eat protein. That's fine. But what you got to do is find out what works for your body in order to get started. So if you're constantly seeing that nothing is changing on the scale, just change your mindset. That's it. Change how you're seeing things. Are you doing too much? Doing too little? Do you need to give yourself a break? Do some more research and then start over again? That's fine. I don't see it as starting over. I see it as beginning a new chapter. Sometimes those chapters are short. Sometimes those chapters are long. And that's okay. But all in all, do what works best for you, for your mental health, for your physical health. You are what's important here. I know a lot of us are parents. We work full-time jobs. Staying at home moms, stay at home dads, that is a full-time job. We're all in different levels here. But the most important thing is to take care of you too. Because you might be taking care of everyone else, but you have to remember in order to help them, you have to help you. There was a great saying that I heard that really sparked it for me. Was when you're on an airplane and the masks come down, they say to put your mask on first. As a mom, I was always just like, I will never do that. I will put that mask on my baby and then I'll put it on me. And then I really ingested what it was that this person had said. Is it's not because you're being selfish. It's not because you're not trying to put your child and a person next to you on a bigger scale, on a greater scale. It's because if you pass out before getting your mask on your child or your partner or whoever is next to you, how are you going to help them? So sometimes in certain situations, you do have to help yourself first, and it's not selfish. So please know that with whatever chapter you're on, yes, you can be selfish. It's okay to an extent. Don't be too selfish now, but be selfish sometimes, especially when it comes to your health, because no one can change your health. No one can make you feel good on the inside and out except for you. Okay? So I really hope that some of these things helped you guys. I really, really do. I have wanted to become a personal trainer for over 14 years, and I am now doing it. I worked for big companies, I climbed all the way up the ladder, and now I want to do something for me. I'm going to be a little selfish and I'm going to do a little bit of stuff for me. But I'm really happy to help people. That's what I want to do. It's not about anything else but teaching people my mistakes and the things that made me successful along the way. So I really truly hope that this stuff helps you guys. All right. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe, okay? I want to get this out to as many people who really need it. But yeah, thank you guys. Bye.